Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Wargame Red Dragon. Let's close the war chat because it is a cesspool. Anyway, we are going to be playing the Bear vs. Dragon campaign, which is China versus the Soviet Union in 1979. Also, you may or may not hear that I'm in a different room than I normally, recorded my videos in. That is because I moved. It took about 3 weeks to move from our actual previous house to our new house. With a sort of temporary place in between. Streams will start again soon. Anyway, for now, if you are annoyed by the new sound, I'm so sorry. I literally have boxes all around me. I'm not really too sure what the acoustics are in this room, but I'm going to try and fix them within a couple of days, obviously, of unpacking everything and hanging up stuff in my room. With that being said, let's check out the Bear vs. Dragon campaign. I'm excited because I really miss playing Wargame Red Dragon. And I had so much fun with the Busan campaign, I wanted to kind of just replay all of them. Let's go.
November 3rd, 1978. Vietnam and the USSR signed a mutual defense treaty aimed at containing China's influence. December 25th, 1978. 2 months later, with Soviet support, Vietnam launches a full-scale invasion of Cambodia, China's ally. January 1st, 1979. Deng Xiaoping meets Jimmy Carter, seeking American support against Vietnam. February 15th, 1979. China terminates its 30-year-old Treaty of Friendship, Alliance, and Mutual Assistance with the USSR. February 17th, 1979. China invades Vietnam and warns the USSR not to interfere. February 1979. Nonetheless, the USSR sends warships and naval troops to Vietnamese waters and calls in mechanized troops to the SINO-SOVIET border. Late February 1979. With its offensive bogged down in Vietnam, China realizes it can't afford to let the USSR get the upper hand and stab it in the back. March 2nd, 1979. Taking advantage of the absence of a main naval squadron and the incomplete buildup of Soviet forces, the PLA launches a surprise attack. Their objective, seizing and destroying the main Soviet supply base at Vladivostok.
Alright, so if you want to read these messages, feel free to pause the video. I don't really think I have to read it to you. I'm assuming the majority of you is older than 2 years old. I'm not even getting these for the infantry. I'm just pure getting these for the APCs. And we're going to launch battle, unload, walk these guys backwards, unload everyone else. And these Yubei, I guess we can put them forward over here. They do have RPGs, but they're really bad RPGs with 30% accuracy, 10 AP, and 525 meter range, so. Hopefully we can get these infantry across the river to sort of have an ambush going. We'll get a Li Ren unit to move up here. We'll disembark them and have them as our forward recon. And we can do the same thing over here with a Jeep down the road. There we go. Right, so our initial idea is to defend a lot more than I want to attack. Mainly considering... oh, that's a nice steep hill that it's climbed up. Considering that their infantry is a lot better, their BTRs aren't as good as mine, so I do have the BMP advantage. Well, they're not BMPs, but they're basically Chinese BMPs. They do have a 73mm round and an ATGM, and they just have KPVT, like 14.5mm guns, so we do have a big advantage there. Hopefully we can get these guys all across the river. Okay, their initial units are approaching the area. Don't know what that is. It looks like it's just a recon vehicle, considering they're actually engaging it with... Hey, okay, there we go. They just became elites in one shot. I guess, I don't know how elite a, like, well, not a recon. I'm not sure how elite these guys could really be, but sure, we'll take it. There's a ton of Malayutkas here, which we're just going to have to bomb with cluster bombs into submission. Now that's a decent cluster bomb. Hopefully we can stop them before they kill all our APCs. That was not bad. Come on. There they go. Now, these Malyutkas are very bad when it comes to dealing with infantry because they just have AT gems. So our trash infantry is not so trash anymore when it goes up against an even more stupid AT gem vehicle. So far, not too bad. I think we lost a single ZBD right here. However, in return, we just killed a ton of their Malyutkas, which I think is very interesting, considering those are actually annoying to deal with later on with my tanks. Now our Yubei is over here. They're kind of far behind. I mean, I guess they'll make it here. It'll take them a long time. We'll push these guys more up. They haven't lost anyone so far. They are mortaring us, it seems like. Something just flew at us. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to take a look and see if we see any artillery trails. So far, so good. Our other Yubei is finally crossing the bridge. We'll probably leave these 4 here, and these 4 Yubei plus the Li Ren Recon can push up and sort of be the advance unit, while these 4 Li Ren will, or not Li Ren, Yubei will stay here. We still have 24 RPGs between them, so it's not, that's definitely not a bad number. We just want to try and secure a point. It's going to be hard, though, considering they're going to have a ton of infantry maybe in these Vladivostok buildings. We're actually going to use a Q5-1, I think it's Q5I1, IA, sorry, I think it's an I, not a 1. I actually don't know, maybe it is a 1. It just looks like an I to me, so Q5IA, or is it 1A? I'm not sure. We can call them Q51s, but I think they're Q5s and not Q51s. Anyway, we pushed on to the corner here. We have eyes on a target, which is just a UAZ. Li Ren needs to push up more. We're just pushing up our Yubei and our 1 ZBD that came with the Li Ren. Maybe we could hit this town. We don't really know what's there. And obviously these cluster bombs in wargame games, the cluster bombs don't do damage to infantry because that would be sort of overpowered. So, ooh, that is a lot of stuff. Malyutkas are charging at us. We got the cluster bombs off on this giant cluster of BTRs. Oh, the humanity! The infantry comes out stunned. Malyutka, they took out my ZBD, but we are right now destroying their Malyutkas. We just have to target them. RPG 1 out. And another one out. It missed because it's bad. That's okay. That was a pretty brutal ambush. And now their infantry here is stuck on the road and they are messed up. Now the BTRs are engaging us, however, which is kind of frustrating because we can't really do much about that. Well, that's actually not true. We can keep hitting them with cluster bombs. Cluster bombs away. And another set of BTRs just shows up there in the wrong place at the wrong time. And they are down to 146 points. If we kill some of these BRDMs, we'll probably be in a lot better position. Hoping not to lose these UBJ. Oh my god, I can't. Yubei. I can't pronounce it anymore. I was able to before. I can't pronounce Yubei anymore. There goes more Malyutkas. They're down to 86 points. And their infantry here is panicked. They're not really sure what's happening or how to even survive those cluster bombs. Like I said, it's a balance thing more than a real-life thing. So those Yubei are probably going to pay the ultimate price for their sacrifice, but it's very much appreciated. Trust me, we are going to hit those BTRs and maybe not score enough points because they just moved off to try and engage my Yubei who are stuck here and can't really move. If they survive, it'd be nice. If not, then they know they have died for China. BTRs are slightly pushing up. It would be nice to get them into sort of ambush here with the Yubei. However, their RPGs are very short range and they only have 2 left. Oh, they're about to run into it though. Pull the Yubei back after they fire their RPG. Actually, they're not going to fire it. Pull it back, 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 pull it back. Doesn't really matter. Our Q5 comes in, drops the clusters, and that should give us another 30 points. There's a couple left we have to kill. Trying to intercept these contacts. There's just a few points left. There's a lot of dead BTRs here. That's pretty brutal. I would very much like to kill one of their CVs, but at the same time, it's going to be pretty hard to guess where it is. It'd be nice to kill it, but I mean, there's no real guarantee we're going to. That was a cool little spin. Cluster bombs away. Might not hit any of those targets because they didn't move a while back. We could try and CV snipe them here, but it'd be really rough. It's kind of a random guess, really. I'm assuming they could be in a forest, but, you know, for the same amount of money, they could be right here in the city. So, we're going to just use these Q5-1s or Q5Is to just bomb some areas there, but, you know, if they don't really do anything, then they don't really do anything, and then that's that. Oh. However, we could keep hitting this. Their infantry is legit, like, scared shitless. They're not really pushing up. Well, you can actually deploy 4 mortars if you wanted to start hitting the infantry. But preferably I would take out a CV, but it's just all going to come down to can we hit the place it's hiding at. And bombed away! And that was a lucky snipe on their CV, meaning they run out of points and we claim a total victory, killing, well, let's take a look at the losses. So we lost ZBD, Yubei, and another ZBD. Now, we gained a kill, we killed all their BRDMs, and we did kill their infantry, although I'm really surprised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19... 20, 21. We killed 21 BTRs, which means that their infantry basically are cut in half. Kravtsovska, they are leaving the area. Kravtsovska is ours. We're going to end the turn, and hopefully we can fight over Naval Sector Bravo next. We're going to send all of our units into Naval Sector Bravo. And we're going to now have to make a decision. So we cannot move into Usuruyur. I can't pronounce that. We cannot move into Usuruyursk because the Arabs don't point the way. We can, however, attack Dongning or Vladivostok. Vladivostok right now is actually supported by Marines, 32 of them in BMP-1Ps, which are really good. Also, PTR Factoria, Recon UAZs. They have quite a large amount of artillery and some bucks. Not a lot of infantry, considering they only have 32 real infantry, well, plus some, basically 48 units, plus their vehicles, so 96 actual units to really counter us here, considering these aren't going to stop us at all, not our ground assault anyway. And these could really stop us, considering some really big artillery, but if we keep on the move, we should be fine. However, we can't really leave Kravtsovska because Dongning has a ton of units that could move south. Now, these are really bad. The Motostrelki and the BRDMs we pushed back. T-34-85s and SU-122s we're not really scared of. There's just a ton of them. There's 64 in total. And then there is a Motostrelki unit in BTR-80s with a couple of Strelas. However, their planes are annoying. They have a cluster bomb unit here and the air wing. So we can't really send in our own cluster bombers. Well, we could send them in, but we're kind of leaving them open, our infantry that is, and our units, to their airplane, the MiG-21. Considering there's 8 of them, they have cluster bombs, and we can't really do anything to stop them. We're going to have to attack Dongning. We're going to push all of our units in there, but we're not going to assault them right now. We're going to have to wait till our tanks, gain their initiative back. Let's attack Naval Sector Bravo. And they have not a lot of ships, but it's their quality that matters in this one. We're going to basically have to sacrifice a buttload of our ships. Maybe... trying to figure out, these are not going to be good. We need to have muskets. We're going to just spam 4, 4, 4. And then we need Ludas behind that. Ludicrous. And then we're going to have a Muna right here. Make this all nice and fancy. Okay. Actually, let's spread them out like that. And then we'll have one there, one there, one there. And then we'll have 3 Shanghais. These Shanghais are really not great. They're literally just gunboats. They don't even engage aircraft. Oh, they do, but they're not very good at it. You can see accuracy is 10%. So these are literally here just to piss off anything that comes at me. And then we're going to try and spam as many of these A5s as possible. We are getting 10 whole points, and we could even send... Oh, never mind, I'm lying to you. This is not important. This is not important because we're not getting points from that. So the only real one that is important will be Vladivostok, but obviously the Russians spawn there. Soviets. So we're not going to really deal with them. We're going to go very fast. We're going to save up some points. Hopefully we can get an A5 soon, just to get some recon going out, because right now we are blind as bats. So we're going to send our A5 out. He's not going to hit anything specifically. 2 missiles is not bad at all, but these planes, not the planes, the ships have Sea-Wiz, and we obviously the closer weapon system, and we need to make sure just to spot them. But there's no point in using this. Their missiles are going to take down my plane. Their guns are going to take down my missile, and it'll just be a waste of 100 points. So we're just doing this to scout and see where the enemy is going. We could move up, but I'm kind of a bitch. So we're going to just, go south, go south, go south. We just spout out 2 Nanushkas. We can call another A5. If we have 3 or 4 A5s, we could definitely try and hit their Nanushkas. But right now we only have 1. So we're just using this A5 as a recon plane. 2 of their silver minis are back here, and they are big and scary boys indeed. The A5 is running out of fuel, so we're going to call them back to base. Maybe even bait a missile from these Nanushkas, though I don't think they're going to fire at us right now. If this guy reloads, we could potentially have... let's actually move this Luda forward, this one here. And move this Naijin as far in the corner as possible. Okay, they're engaging us. They're probably going to engage my muskets. And the muskets all fired their dumb missiles as well. Okay, so we saved. That actually wasn't that bad at all. We just need Munas now. They're engaging my Shanghais. That was not a good idea. We can take these guys down pretty easily. And we actually saved the day. Now we're going to retreat these, because there's another wave coming. Our Muna is going to push up to the middle here. We're going to get another Muna, put him on the left, one more on the right. And they're going to have to resupply the ship's missiles, because they do like firing them in a giant burst, which is good, because the Sea-Wiz obviously can only deal with so many targets at the time. So if you send more targets or more missiles at them than they can really counter, then obviously, you're dealing a ton of damage, and then at some point their missile systems get over, their Sea-Wiz gets, spammed, and they cannot take you down. Let's take down this MiG. It'd be really nice if we can get some more points and actually take one down. Come on, missile, 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 missile. Nice! Let's pull these back. They killed the 190-point plane. Muna is on the way to try and resupply back here. And preferably... I don't think we need another one, really. Put this Muna over here to make sure it resupplies the other ones. Get another A5, however. Now there's 3 Nanushkas coming, And the submarine, I think they only had 7 Nanushkas, so we can definitely do our damage here. We're going to fly left. And the second they get engaged by our Moss kits would be a good point to send in the A5s all together. Kind of holding on. This A5 got a little bit damaged in a fight with the MiG, I believe. Let's send them all back to base, actually. Right now, we need them all at the same time to be the biggest wave they can be. The Nanushkas are closing in. They do look very sexy. Sovereign is engaging. The Shanghai, that's totally fine. Our Moskets are loading their missiles. And here we go. Those missiles are insane. They get 4 of them. We just need 1 or 2 to hit. There's another Nanushka down. Now, preferably, I would reload all these Moskets. And then push them forward and engage. The Sovereign. Alright, we're spreading this out. Let's go. Moskets, engage Sovereign. Missiles away. We might lose an A5. We lost 1. We killed an Nanushka. Sovereign being hit by 1,000,000 missiles. No ways of killing all of these. Definitely not. We took down 500 points worth of enemies, and we only lost 1 A5, 2 Moskets, and a Shanghai. So, the North Koreans doing their job. And we also killed the anti-ship squadron with the MiGs. So they did not only lose the sector, they also lose the MiGs. We're going to hunt this down later. We have a free reign to engage Vladivostok in a large naval battle between Marines from the North Koreans against the Soviet Marines in the next part. Don't forget to stay awesome. Cheers.